kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Run inside. It's Farrell. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Bernard. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Leaves it with the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense.
Last play at 2nd and 3. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hughes. Fires to the right. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Cowboys have moved it inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Hughes. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. And they got it. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Breaks the tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Just feeds the running back. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Hughes. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Holman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The give on the option. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. At the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down.
Blue 22, blue 22. Whiplash.
Quarterback keeper. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they'll line up down. On the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll go to the air. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Here's the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the RPO, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Hughes. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On target.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Harris. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Here's a little room there. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
The Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with UTSA taking on the number 5 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Roadrunners, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hughes. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Completes it in the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Run inside. It's Harris. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gives it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Harris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Shakes off the defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Looking to throw, it's Hughes. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. You're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching, but what a great catch.
Rush is on him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The run inside. It's Farrell. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they've
got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looks as if he's going to run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Inside the 25. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the option. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Wide open spaces. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Owls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now on the move. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Harris.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the 1st down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.